Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jupiter's CROCK here on the Outpost Unknown YouTube channel. My name is Matthew, joined once again on this thrilling, exciting show by Ronan.
I hate both of you. This fuck you both for this episode. Suck a dick.
I don't want to.
I
don't want to.
Along with that fucking raggedy
consent.
pizza.
By the way, Ronan, I just want to point out our AI overlords. So those of you who listened to the last episode, I mentioned why Spartacus ended, and there was a difference of opinion. I did look up our AI overlords. Hold on, what do I have here? Yeah, let's go ahead and call. Says, the TV series Spartacus concluded with the final season War of the Damned because the show's creator, Stephen S. DeKnight, decided it was the best way to end the story and maintain its integrity. He wanted to conclude the series on a high note rather than let it become repetitive, and also felt that the story, based on real historical events, had a natural end point. Additionally, the series faced challenges with the lead actor's illness, leading to the decision to conclude with a final epic season. So...
Did Liam McKnight get
right.
Sick? Yeah.
See, our AI overlords can't even be trusted.
Well, and also what I was saying was that I could have sworn that they lost the funding for about 3 episodes because it was supposed to be longer.
Let me introduce Steve real quick. Hi, Steve.
Hello. Continue.
We have not actually. I don't know when this episode's going to air, but I haven't really gotten your guys' reaction to the House of Asher trailer that dropped. Of course, Jupiter's CROCK. As soon as we're done with this bullshit season of Rome, we will roll into House of Asher. Steve, your thoughts on House of Asher?
I mean, I'm still hyped for it. I still can't wait. I trust everyone involved, but I don't give a shit about trailers. I don't trust them. I mean, the trailer was fine, but it did not improve, or it did not increase or decrease my hype for the show whatsoever.
But why do you hate men, though? That's what everyone wants to know. Why do you hate men? Why do you have a lack of testosterone, Steve?
Have you seen how we act? Did you see what we voted for?
I don't hate men, I hate women, and clearly the fact that they put a girl gladiator in here, it clearly goes against the foundations of the first season of us having badass female characters kicking ass like Navia, so it clearly this goes against the formula of the show. It has no basis. It's woke. And what are some more conservative talking points I can throw in there? Fuck it, yeah. And clearly our channel is also woke. Clearly.
Yeah, people could go watch my reaction to the trailer. I thought the trailer looked awesome. We got a ton of, well, I won't say a ton. Ton would be too strong, but we got
like 3.
We got, for us, that's a ton, Steve. Multiple rando, toxic comments about, geez, there's a female lead in here, and oh boy, the show's going to suck because of it. I think it's going to add an awesome dynamic, personally.
Again, it falls completely within the dynamics that the show has established for us. We had kick-ass characters. Navia had, I think that they turned her too far in the last season, because, my thoughts on that last season
kills
are
Asher.
Yeah, but, she kills him, and, she kills him not because, she was the better fighter, but because he was stupid and started gloating, and she
caught me monologuing.
Yeah, she caught him monologuing and made him pay for it, which is fine. That's perfectly he deserved it. And she took advantage. And then she became a kick-ass warrior in the last season. Went too far. It got crazy. Killed people that shouldn't have been killed. Yeah.
Saskia.
Yeah. Badass awesome. With the daggers and shit. I
think her name was Saxa.
Yeah, Saxa. I knew it was with an. I didn't bring her name up because I didn't know. I knew it was something with an S, and I didn't.
I just want to make a prediction.
I like her here. Yeah.
Speaking of the scene where Asher gets his head cut off, I think there is a good chance that it turns out that this is not some alternate history, and the end of the series is going to be it turns out it just cuts back to Asher's head being cut off, and it turns out this was his head's dying dream as the last little bit of blood leaked out of it.
Interesting. I will, because I'm trying to delay talking about this episode as long as possible. I will throw this out to you guys. Stephen DeKnight has hinted that we're going to see a character that we are not suspecting to be there in this show. So I'm going to throw it out. We know Lucy Lawless is going to show up at some point. We already know that. But who would you guys suspect? What is your, I guess, your thought on who appears that we would not expect?
Well, he's also very clearly stated, like, yeah, the dead characters are dead. You're not going to see Spartacus or Crixus roll up. So the dead characters are dead. So I would probably maybe like Viva Bianca.
Well, she's dead too at the end of season 2.
She's dead.
But I don't know when she did, because she dies, like, I don't know when chronologically she dies in comparison to when they were on the mountaintop. So I don't...
That's true, because when did Lucy Lawless... Because Lucy Lawless is still alive at this point.
Yeah, because Lucy Lawless was the one who fell off the mountain with the baby, and Viva Bianca just kind of collapsed.
Yeah, I feel like that whole... Because I think Lucy Lawless is going to... I mean, if she's going to be in there for a while, then presumably she did not jump off the cliff in this world. I mean,
what is Viva Bianca, a smoke show? What has she been up to?
I will look her up in my incognito window.
All this is better than Rome, by the way. You see, this is a 2 Matt's 1 Steve episode that doesn't happen. But yeah, it's like, but this is this is all good stuff. This is good stuff. This is better than Rome.
I'm going to throw this out there. My prediction of the character that's going to appear, I think it's going to be Gannicus. I think Gannicus gets off that cross somehow.
Well, if the cross happened a year after Asher died. He's not on the cross unless he got put on there at a different time.
Yeah, no. Like, this is alternate history.
He
like, they didn't make it off Vesuvius. Like in this timeline, they die at Vesuvius, or at least the bulk of them.
Viva Bianca is in 75 episodes of a TV show called Neighbors. Just in case.
Is it rated R, and do I need to watch it?
Probably. I mean, we look at the synopsis. Anything to not talk about this.
Just tell him yes, so that way he has to watch it, and then he'll be sad when
yes. This looks amazing, Matt. You're gonna love Neighbors. Yeah. You're gonna love 75 episodes of Neighbors.
We're gonna do a 75 episode show of Neighbors.
This is apparently like a soap opera or something. It started in 1985 and is still going now. Yeah, it's a soap opera.
God damn.
Oh my gosh!
Well, I mean, good for
Jesus. All right, look. I know we're trying here, but let's talk about this bullshit episode.
God damn it, Steve!
Honest, I don't even actually remember if I like this episode or not. Like, I'm losing my memories of Rome as I go through here.
Yeah. We totally didn't watch 3 episodes and decided to cram 3 episodes into one recording session, so that way we don't have one more Sunday.
Episode 7. Death Mask. Shut up, Ronan. Episode 7. Death Mask. Go, Steve. Go.
So it starts with Cervelia mourning Brutus, and
Viva Bianca had cancer, guys.
Fuck! No!
Jesus
that can't happen.
Fuck cancer.
You can't take another one
here. It says cancer changed me in ways I never imagined. Oh, she had breast cancer. No.
No.
I am not touching this conversation whatsoever. I am going to talk about how in episode 7 of Rome Death Mask, Cervelia is mourning the death of Brutus while having his actual death mask.
Terrible.
Cancer, it's bad. All of it. All right,
Matt, what is the process of creating a death mask? Like, is this just a mask that she had based on memory, or does it turn out?
They do it before they die. Like, they do it before they die.
They couldn't find his body.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, how do they get this death mask? Like, did he make the mask in advance of this battle?
Yeah,
just in case.
No, yeah, they have masks made so that because you could die at literally any time in ancient Rome, and so a lot of these times they would make their masks ahead of time. So let's say when Brutus is hanging out with Julius Caesar, and Julius Caesar's like, "Hey man, you want to come over for some dates and some cheese?" And Brutus would be like, "Nah, man, I have to get my death mask made. Maybe tomorrow? Okay, cool. See you then." And then they would just have a death mask ready to go.
I think we should bring this back. We should bring this back because we can die literally at any point. That's true of modern times. So we should bring this back.
We should.
Who wants to make a death mask today after the recording?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You and me, buddy. You and me.
Let's do it.
Death mask.
No, I spend enough time with you two today. I'm just going to go ahead
and clone our face.
We could.
Yeah, I think we might have one.
I think I still have
That's
one of
the
those
perfect
kits
way to
somewhere.
modernize it for you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up Cervelia's story, because Cervelia has been like a non-factor the last couple episodes. She's mourning Brutus's death. She's holding his death mask. Then she goes to hang out on
She
Adia's,
tries to wear it too, and then the slave's like, no,
which
please
apparently is a big no-no. You can't wear the death mask. But she goes and basically sits on Adia's porch while her like head slave like dumps ash on her, and she keeps saying, "Atia of the Julii, I demand justice." And apparently this goes on for days and days and days and days. And
How
Atia,
much ash did she have on her? Did she run out and have to get more? Was literally my thought while I was watching
all of the ash.
I don't know, but she's apparently been out there for days repeating this chant about how she demands justice. And Atia finally goes out there and is like, "What the fuck do you want?" And Atia says, "I curse you," or Cervelia says, "I curse you, you suck," and then kills herself. And then her slave kills herself. And that's it. That's it for Cervelia in Rome. What'd you guys think of Cervelia in this episode? She does so much.
I was curious how they were going to end off that character. I was like, okay, well, something bad's going to happen to her. She's not going to get any justice. But like, why is she? This like she does this because Brutus is dead.
Yeah,
and like,
and Brutus is dead. It's her
because
fucking
of
fault.
her.
She never has any sort of like self-reflection about how she got her kid killed because Caesar stopped dicking her down.
Yeah, and she forced Brutus into it. This is all her fault. There's a lot of stuff that she can blame on the House of Caesar. This is not one of them. This is all her.
Yeah, she's
more
blaming
stupid and frustrating.
She's blaming Atia for Atia fighting back and winning, not because Atia like wronged her in some way.
Yeah, no, like again, fucking stupid. This was not the reason to do it, because like if you were gonna have like this happen, you would have had to have had like Cervelia Atia do something to her that directly tying into this event. But because for like the last 3 or 4 episodes, she's basically left her alone because she's won this feud of theirs. Like, so this was dumb.
So speaking
Matt,
of
talk
random,
about how dumb it is.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Tell us about Cervelia.
It was dumb. Yeah, it was dumb.
So speaking of dumb,
Good contribution.
Speaking of dumb, Jocasta marries Posca for reasons. I don't remember if it was this episode or the last episode, but Jocasta shows up after her dad's been killed. It goes to Octavia and Adia's house, and then the next episode or this episode or whatever, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna marry you to Posca," and everyone just goes along with it. So now Jocasta is married with Posca, or married to Posca, and at the wedding, Atia is like, "Hey, Mark Antony, I expect you to marry me now," and Mark Antony is. I don't understand Mark Antony's like relationship with Atia, because he clearly like actually cares about her, but also he treats her as like a side piece that he doesn't want to like formally marry. I don't know. Like he's always like
the fuckboy way.
I guess
he wants to be a bachelor. He wants to be able to have his options open. When you're married, you got responsibilities. You're tied down, Steve.
All right. Well, okay. Well, the Atia is like at this point, like, look, Mark Antony, we got to get fucking married. Like, let's pull the fucking trigger on this. And Mark Antony's like, "Oh yeah, my excuse to not marry you today is that I have to plan the perfect wedding for you." And Atia buys it, and they move on.
In fairness, he has brought up marrying her in like a few other episodes. He's brought it up like once we are married and out, like, and away from this life. He's brought it up on his own, but like the inconsistent writing, they have forgotten the fact that Antony himself has brought up, without her pushing him into it, has brought up the idea of marrying her on his own accord, but they've forgotten that because they need him to be a fuckboy for this event.
All right, so this episode is all over the place. The storyline where one of Mimio's guys is seducing Vernus's daughter continues on, and we start seeing this one guy. They orchestrate a meeting between the Mimio's dude bro and Verena the Elder, and like this guy's gimmick is he makes like little dolls and little like wicker animals and gives them to Verena as gifts. More on that in future episodes. I don't give a shit about Vernus's story of this or any of his kids, but that's what's going on with them. Mark Antony meets up with Caesar and Lepidus, and Lepidus, of course, at this point is just fucking hard carrying this show. His character is so interesting, and week after week, I just can't wait to see what's going on with Lepidus. But they meet.
You're completely full of shit. That just occurred to me.
Fucking called me out on it. They meet. The three of them meet.
Do it, you weak coward.
Why would I do this? I'm not doing this. I'm not. No, I have lost this hand.
Okay.
Anyways, so the three of them meet. The second triumvirate, and they're like, we can't all three be here trying to rule Rome from the same place, because we will be stepping on all over each other. We'll fuck things up. We'll contradict each other. So they're like, all right, we'll just divide Rome into thirds. So Caesar 2 is going to keep Rome. Mark Antony is going to go get Egypt and everything that Egypt entails, and Lepidus is going to get like whatever's left of Africa. And the whole time I was like, why is Lepidus here? Like, This should be a two-way split. Like, Lepidus showed up and immediately lost his entire army to Mark Antony. Like, Lepidus, why?
He's got no power at all. He's got literally nothing. Why?
They didn't know how to introduce him properly into this. They needed him. They ran out of time, so thus he just kind of stumbles because he's because he's part of the triumvirate.
It doesn't matter. They didn't have to even mention the triumvirate in this. They are moving so fucking fast through history. They didn't even need to mention.
When they realized they weren't going to get any more seasons because they blew their loads on sets that would burn to the ground.
Really
When they realized they weren't going to get another season because they fucked up, they were still like high on the idea we're going to do a historically accurate show. Even though we're going to rush through and fuck everything up. So we have to include the triumvirate because he was there in history. Now let's focus our attention on two characters who did not exist in the way that the show has them written. Because they're stupid. Continue.
So anyways, now, I don't know, do we ever see Lepidus after the scene? I don't. If he's there, he's forgettable, and I don't remember him. But they have split Rome into three, and now they are going to eventually all go their separate ways. We get a scene with Gaia and Irene, and Gaia upsets Irene, and so Irene goes to Titus Pullo, is like, go beat her. Go beat that slave. And Titus Pullo's like, all right, I guess I'll beat her with my dick. And Titus Pullo and Gaia end up fucking. And Gaia, this is what
very, very. Can I even use the? We're not monetized on YouTube.
Yeah, let's just move on. Like, you can imagine how this goes. Like, Pullo is like the slave master to Gaia, and they end up fucking. Even though this is part of Gaia's plan, she is trying to get power within this crime boss organization by partnering up with one of the leaders. Anyway, this is why I still don't really understand like what Gaia is, because she's both like a slave, but also like a paid employee that has like some level of autonomy here. It doesn't matter.
A slave who was able to negotiate like how much coin she makes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, they fuck, and then now Titus Pullo feels very, very upset and has to hide all of this, especially because, Irene is pregnant. That story is going to come to a head later. What else happens here? King Herod comes to town. Remember that storyline that we were really excited about last episode with Time and Levy?
Couldn't have been cut for time?
Yeah, we get to see what Timon and Levy are up to in a minute here. But King Herod shows up, And he goes to Mark Antony, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to give you 20,000 pounds of gold, and in exchange for that, Rome will back me for the throne of Judea or wherever he's going." And Mark Antony's like, "All right, cool." And so they make the deal, and then Posca's like, "What's my share of the 20,000 pounds of gold?" And Mark Antony's like, "What gold? You didn't give me any gold. What the fuck are you talking about?" So the way the triumvirate was supposed to work is that all money, all wealth is shared. It all goes into one treasury. And so Mark Antony is expected to split this gold 3 ways. Well, he immediately does not want to split this gold 3 ways. And then Posca outs him. Posca goes to one of Octavian's... The buddy that's not
Octavian's
Agrippa.
version of Mark Antony, or Octavian's Mark Antony like buddy.
I don't know. Caesar 2 has Agrippa, and then he's got other guy. And so Posca goes to other guy and spills the beans, and then Octavian calls out Antony. It says, this triumvirate is not going to work if you immediately try to fuck me over and constantly steal from us. And Antony's like, the only thing getting fucked here is your mom. So that
Octavian
relationship
has a plan for that too.
Yes, that relationship is going nowhere, and so I don't know. Sometime later, Atia calls Octavian and Antony together and basically forces them to come to an agreement. And so Mark Antony's finally like, "Fine, I'll split the money with you. We'll be friends now." And then Atia, I think, suggests, a marriage would show unity between you two. And Atia immediately thinks that, clearly I'm going to get married to Mark Antony. But they send her away. They're like, this is not a discussion for women. So they send Atia away.
Man's talk. You're just property. We have to decide how to
They
handle
send Atia away. And then... hard cut to a wedding. This is really this stood out to me as weird time fuckery here. Clearly they were not expecting this wedding to happen so fast, because Atia is leave enough time in the wedding planning for me to go and get a new dress made. But then it cuts to what seems to be the next fucking day, and there's a wedding going.
No, you missed.
No.
Missed
It was not. There actually was some time, because Anthony and her bang, and she's talking about how I'll move into your villa. We'll do such a, but you're going to have to get rid of all the slaves that you fucked. I can't have any of them around. She's making her wifely demands.
That's right.
Anthony,
You're right.
Yeah. And Octavian's watching them bang
because he's a healthy individual.
Yeah, you're right. Because yeah. So
we'll learn about that later.
Yeah, because Mark Antony keeps trying to be about this whole wedding thing you're talking about. There's something I got to tell you about it. It's something we need to discuss.
Yeah, hard cut.
And Atia is like, I don't want to talk about it. It's like Antony is trying to make a very important confession to Atia, but he doesn't get the words out because Atia keeps cutting him off, and it's like, oh, we'll talk about it later. So then we go to the wedding. And there's a wedding taking place, and there's Mark Antony, and there's his bride, and his bride is not Atia. He is marrying Octavia, and so Atia has to sit there and watch her daughter marry the love of her life, and no one is happy here because Mark Antony, if he was going to get married, it was going to be to Atia. Octavia still has feelings for Agrippa. They have started an affair by this point, but there's this wedding party going on. Atia is just fucking angry and incensed, and Octavian tries to go to.
My issue with Atia in this scene is I thought there'd be more emotion from her. In this actual wedding thing, she's not crying. She's just kind of stoned.
Well, she's good at keeping it together in public. I feel like she's always been good at keeping it together in public.
She is, but it also makes it out like she did, like, because up until this point, like, you could, like, an argument could be made, like, no, like, they actually do genuinely care for each other. I don't know why, but they do. But the way she is her acting choice for this scene does not make it out like she is emotionally wrecked and destroyed. She looks like a little kid who was fucking pouting. That's I think that's more of what what you're getting at with that. Like,
they do have that one scene afterwards where she goes in and Mark Antony's like, "You got to come back out there. People are going to start talking." And she's like, "Fuck you, get away." That's
the only
hard cut. It felt weird. It was like, she should be showing some sort of emotion.
Yeah, it just makes it out like she's pouting because she got told she's not going to get a pony. Yeah, like and
Octavian's like, "Look, Octavia can give him a kid, and you can't."
Yeah, you're old and used up, and your uterus is all nasty.
Is like shriveled.
That's
what he said, right, Steve?
Yeah, and that's your only value. So of course he buried the younger model.
It's true. It's true, though. It's a simpler time. We should all get back to this because, as we established at the beginning of the episode, with women and everything. God, Jesus Christ!
And then
gonna cut that clip at the very beginning of Ronan saying, "I hate women." I hate women.
Give it to DJ and have him make like a dubstep remake out of it.
So like the final bits of the episode that actually matter are this wedding and the Mark Antony and Octavia are wed, and they're lying in bed after the wedding, and Mark Antony's like,
laughing at this?
Mark Antony's like,
laughing.
Shut up,
Steve,
let me get through this. Mark Antony is like, it is our wedding night, and Octavia's like, whatever, do whatever you want, and Mark Antony's like,
all right, well, could you please?
Could you just bend over a little bit, and they go at it, and so that's how that's one of the final scenes of the episode. The actual final scene is Gaia getting poison to give to Irene, who is Titus Pullo's wife. And then the other thing that happens is, I know we were super hyped for this. What's going on with Timon and Levi? They are going to kill King Herod, and then Timon gets cold feet and ends up killing his brother, and then they leave. And I don't think we see him again the rest of the series.
Well, they don't leave because one of them is dead. So
well, Timon takes his family and leaves, and then I don't think we see him again ever. But I don't remember if that's at the end of this episode or maybe it's the end of the next episode. These are all blurring together at this point. But yeah, Timon kills Levi.
I do want to have another slight correction. So when Gaia goes to get the stuff, I don't believe it's not like the way it came across in the scene.
It's an abortion medicine.
Poison. Yeah, it's abortion medicine. It's not poison. It's abortion medicine because she comes up to her, she's like, I need such and such and such. Oh, I see you.
She is using it as poison.
Yeah, she's going to use it as. I'm assuming she's going to use it as poison. That was my
All right, Ronan hasn't finished the series. Like, I have insider knowledge of what's coming next.
Well, no, when I saw it, I was like, oh, she's gonna do this, and then and then Polo's probably gonna kill her. Okay, whatever, fine, blah blah blah. It's like you can already see, I was already angry enough at this point. I don't care about anyone at this point. This whole show can fuck right off at this point. There's no character that I like anymore. So continue on.
I think I agree with that. I agree with Ronan's assessment of there's no character I care about at all in this show right now.
I am still on board with Octavian, but that's all. If anything that doesn't involve Octavian, I don't care about anymore. I don't necessarily like Octavian, but I'm still interested in his story.
Yeah, that's sort of my thing. Is I don't hate or dislike Octavian, but I'm also not interested in it because I have the benefit of history. I know he becomes the first emperor. I know where his story's going to end up. I don't really care how he gets there, and the show is not making me interested in the series of events that gets me to that point because all the surrounding side characters are pieces of shit.
I just want to put something completely random and unexpected. I'm just just like flipping through Reddit while you guys talk, and on the Today I Learned Reddit is a fact about Octavian. It's like the adopted son of Julius Caesar, first emperor of Rome. It was suggested that he killed the only known biological son of Caesar. The first comment is, "Wait, so you're telling me that Titus Pullo didn't save his son?" This show lives on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we
That was 37 minutes ago.
Yeah, are we done with this episode? Okay.
I don't.
Do we need to wrap things up? Did we miss anything?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. I kind of flew through that. I don't really have much to say about this. I'm pretty sure Timon and Levy are done. The triumvirate is bonded through marriage that I'm sure is going to be built on trust and respect. Lepidus is there, existing for a little bit.
Continuing on, not bothering anybody. I'm glad I got out of this hand.
Yeah, this episode sucked.
Yeah.
It was not good. There was nothing really interesting
But guys,
about it.
you know what time it is now? It's the end of a recording session. It's time to go all in blind. It's time to lose the little bit of money that we made during all this.
I've busted like 4 or 5 times.
I have currently. Sorry, go ahead.
I came into it with like 900, and I've got like over 2,000 right now. So
yeah,
now you're about to lose it.
Brought in 1,000, got
right
3.8. We're doing it. Oh shit! I looked at my cards. I pushed the wrong button.
You cocksucker! I fucking saw
I will still go all in, but yeah, I misclicked. Yeah, I can.
Well, no. Well,
no, Matt just looked at his too.
Well, yeah, because Steve, I thought we were.
I'm folding. I'm getting out. Folding.
Whatever. Fuck you. I had a good hand.
You were doing so well, and then you're.
I know. To rebuild the trust, we're gonna have to set up some sort of marriage between our families.
You were starting to build me back, Steve. You were building it back last episode.
I've had my finger on the look at cards button just the whole time, and I didn't remove it for this final hand. Matt, I will offer you my adopted son Ronan in marriage to you.
No, if we were in a triumvirate here, like Ronan would be the Lepidus of the triumvirate. So I don't want Ronan Lepidus. What do I do? Did I fucking do? Are we still in the same hand? What is? I thought I folded.
I mean, you folded now.
I fold.
It was probably your position in the table. It was probably like a fold check that, or either has.
I'm hungry.
You clearly being the Lepidus of this.
Shut up, Ronan. What are you guys having for lunch?
You couldn't figure out how to push the fucking X button.
I got a burrito before we started recording, so I'm doing good right now.
A burrito.
I got a barbecue burrito. It was great. Ronan, this was amazing.
From where?
De Leon's. It was like chopped steak with barbecue sauce and French fries in the burrito. Oh, it was so good.
That's a California burrito. It's got French fries in it.
He said, were they in the French fry or were they beside it?
No, they were in it. It was inside the tortilla with the barbecue meat.
Okay. Was the fries seasoned, or could you tell?
You couldn't really tell. It was just everything was just this delicious barbecue sauce with potatoes and meat.
It needed seasoning just to make Matt angry. That's what it needed.
It had barbecue sauce on it, so Matt is already highly upset by this.
Barbecue sauce is disgusting.
Well, like again,
but that's California burrito, because California burritos, that's what they're famous for.
Okay, well, this is just called barbecue burrito here. All right, we're done wasting time. My hand is completely off the controller, so I cannot accidentally look at my cards.
Hear what Ronan's gonna have for lunch.
Well, on the way home from fishing, got a sausage egg biscuit, so I'm kind of good right now. I haven't thought about lunch.
I have yet. Well, no, I had some donuts this morning, so I did eat some.
Matt went so hard trying to find out what Ronan was going to eat, and the answer was nothing.
I didn't give it to you. I didn't give it to you. I didn't give it to you. You know why? Because fuck you. That's why. You brought Rome to Steve's attention, and then Steve picked it for this episode.
You're just a continuing disappointment for me, but that's fine. That's fine. I love you.
Dude.
Anyway.
All right.
What are we doing here?
All in blind. I did not look at my cards this time.
Yeah, I looked at my cards. Steve standing. 3.8 thousand chips.
Anytime today, dude.
Come on, Ponytail, come on.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Okay, Ronan's got the. I think it's just going to be the three of us. No one else at this table seems to be invested in this.
No, the other two guys put 10 in, so like they haven't folded yet.
Oh,
Come back to them.
cowards. Here we go.
Now
Here
they
we
have
go.
to decide if they're going to fold or not. That's right, Grant.
Folding.
That's right, Skinny Santa. What about you?
Yeah, all right.
Everything's
Let's do
bigger
this.
until I don't like
Forking a
that.
6-8. Oh no.
Oh, you got an ace.
Oh, I just need eights. Eights. Give me eights.
Need fives.
That is not helpful.
Boo.
That is not
Oh
helpful.
no, Ronan's doing well right now.
All right,
no.
all right.
That is no.
Oh no, Ronan's gonna win this.
Freddie, you're
Yeah,
a full
that's
fucking
right.
house.
A
God
fucking dick.
Damn it.
That's
Hey,
right.
Steve, you know
He
what
lost
this means?
his hand.
This means
You know what this means?
I gotta edit this episode.
No, it means we can go to a higher paying table next time. So, with that, thanks everyone for listening to another episode of Jupiter's Crock. We got 3 more episodes to finish out Rome, and then we will roll into House of Asher. Goodbye.